What if I told you that one of Hollywood's biggest stars once slept in a bus station because he had nowhere else to go? He was rejected. He was broke. He sold his own dog just to buy food. And yet, he refused to give up. This is the incredible story of Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone's life became difficult from the very beginning. Complications during birth damaged nerves in his face. The injury permanently affected the way he spoke, smiled, and expressed emotion. Something many people mocked would later become one of the most recognizable faces in cinema. As a child, Sylvester struggled to fit in. He was teased because of the way he spoke. Many classmates underestimated him. Those experiences hurt deeply, but they also taught him how to keep fighting. School never came easily. Sylvester was expelled from several schools because of behavioral problems. Many adults believed he lacked discipline. Few realized he simply hadn't found the purpose that would eventually transform his life.
While many people focused on his weaknesses, Sylvester discovered physical training. The gym became more than exercise. It became a place where confidence slowly replaced self-doubt. Sylvester dreamed of becoming an actor. There was only one problem. Casting directors kept rejecting him. Some said his speech was too unusual. Others said he simply didn't look like a movie star. Money disappeared faster than opportunities. The auditions stopped. The bills kept coming. Soon, Sylvester found himself facing a decision no pet owner ever wants to make.
At his lowest point, Sylvester couldn't even afford to feed his dog. With almost no money left, he made the heartbreaking decision to sell his best friend. It wasn't because he stopped loving him. It was because he loved him enough to want him cared for. Standing alone afterward, he wondered if his dream was finally over. In March 1975, Sylvester watched a heavyweight title fight between Muhammad Ali and Chuck Wepner. Almost everyone expected Ali to win easily. But Wepner refused to quit. He kept getting back up. Watching that fight, Sylvester realized something. People don't just love champions. They love fighters who refuse to stay down. Completely inspired, Sylvester rushed home and began writing. For the next few days, he poured everything he had into one screenplay. His struggles, his failures, his hopes. That screenplay became Rocky. Hollywood finally noticed. Producers loved the screenplay. For the first time, people weren't rejecting his writing. They wanted to buy it. The producers offered him more money than he had ever imagined. For someone who had been homeless only weeks earlier, it was life-changing. But there was one condition. They wanted the screenplay, not the unknown actor who wrote it. Sylvester refused. The producers increased the offer. He refused again. To many people, it looked like the worst financial decision imaginable. But Sylvester believed something even more valuable than money was at stake. His dream. He kept repeating the same sentence. I have to play this character. Not because of pride, because he believed nobody understood Rocky better than the man who had lived a similar struggle. Eventually, a deal was reached. The budget would be much smaller, but Sylvester would play Rocky. He had risked everything. Now, there was no turning back. Sylvester wasn't just preparing for a movie. He was fighting for his future. Every scene felt personal. Every punch represented years of rejection. He had gambled everything on one chance. Soon, the world would discover Rocky. In late 1976, Rocky was finally released. Sylvester had no idea how audiences would react. He had poured his entire life into this story. Now, the world would decide. The audience understood something immediately. Rocky wasn't really about boxing. It was about hope, about ordinary people refusing to quit. Millions of viewers saw themselves in Rocky, and they loved him. Then came the moment nobody expected. Rocky won Best Picture at the Academy Awards. The screenplay, written by a struggling actor, had become one of the most celebrated films of the year. Almost overnight, everything changed. The man who had struggled just to pay rent suddenly became one of the most recognizable actors in the world. But there was still one promise he wanted to keep. Success brought money, but there was something far more important than wealth. Sylvester wanted his dog back, the friend he had been forced to give away during the hardest days of his life. After searching, Sylvester found the man who owned the dog. He offered to buy him back. Eventually, he succeeded. The friend he had lost during his darkest days was finally home again. Rocky opened doors that once seemed permanently closed. More films followed. New characters, new challenges. Over time, Sylvester became one of Hollywood's most recognizable action stars. But he never forgot how close he had come to giving up. Looking back, Sylvester realized that the greatest victory wasn't winning awards. It wasn't becoming famous. It was refusing to let rejection decide his future. Every painful chapter had become part of the story that inspired millions. Rocky changed Sylvester's life forever, but it wasn't the end of his journey. He continued acting, writing, directing, and producing films for decades. The struggling actor who couldn't find work had become one of Hollywood's most influential storytellers. Despite all the success, Sylvester never forgot the days when he wondered if anyone would ever believe in him. Those painful memories didn't disappear. They became the fuel that kept him humble. Over the years, millions of people found motivation in Sylvester's journey, not because his life was easy, but because it proved that ordinary people can achieve extraordinary things when they refuse to quit. Every successful life reaches a moment where one decision changes everything. For Sylvester, that decision wasn't writing Rocky. It was refusing to sell his dream along with the screenplay. Sylvester's journey teaches us something simple. Life will knock you down. People will doubt you. Opportunities will disappear. But success doesn't belong to the person who never falls. It belongs to the person who keeps getting back up. Sylvester Stallone's story reminds us that your beginning does not decide your ending. He was born with a condition many believed would hold him back. He was rejected, homeless, and even had to sell his beloved dog just to survive. But he never gave up on his dream. Because he refused to quit, he inspired millions to believe they could overcome their own struggles. If life has ever told you that you're not good enough, don't let someone else's opinion define your future. Keep learning, keep fighting, and keep believing. Because sometimes the person everyone doubts becomes the one nobody ever forgets. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more incredible success stories, and let us know in the comments, whose journey should we tell next? Hopefully, one day, it'll be yours.